today we are to meet in sessions 29 and 30, which is the last session in this semester, to focus on reviewing our unit from unit 10 to unit 12. So in this slide, we are to focus on all the grammar points that you have learned from unit 10 to unit 12. Alright, so we are to remind you regarding to what are the important part in each grammar point, and here are the learning outcomes. At the end of this session, you will be able to review all grammar points in units 10, 11 and 12. So we will review and revise everything that you have learned in here, right? And one last learning outcomes is just discuss and make more examples related to each grammar point that you have learned from unit 10 to unit 12. Alright, so without further delay, we can move to the next one. This part we will focus on unit 10, all things high text, that we should focus on noun phrases. Okay, so without further delay, just move to the next slide. Okay, thank you. So noun phrases. When we're talking about noun phrase, a noun phrase is a group of words before and or after a noun. Alright? A noun phrase is a group of words before and or after a noun. It can be stand before noun or after a noun in here. For example, book is noun. A book, books. Article plus books. This one which have got a noun phrase in here. My book, right? My book. This book. Some books. The book that I was reading. Get it? Okay, so this one is just about adjective clause. You can see the book that I was reading. So all of these things that we call like noun phrase. Alright, noun phrases in here. A book, my book, this book, some books, the books that I was reading. And my favorite book, my favorite cookbook. Okay, the other part also, right? Okay, so all of them that we call like noun phrases. Alright. Okay, so move to the next one. My grammatically speaking, these words are article, that, possessives, my, yours, his or her. Demonstrative, this, that, this, those. Determiner, some, any, all, each, every. Relative pronouns, who, that, which. Compound noun, note, book, address, book. So those things. So all the things that just use it to combine with noun phrase in here. Okay, so all of these things are noun phrase. We learn about noun phrase. Okay, going to talk in Khmer to explain some of you that may not catch up with English. Okay, ចឹងមេរៀននេះមិនថាតទៅនឹងចំណុច10.1នេះគឺយើងនិយាយពី noun phrase យើងអាចថាជា clear នាមបាទជា clear ណាចឹងគេថា a noun phrase is a group of words before and or after a noun ណាចឹង noun phrase ហ្នឹងគឺជាក្រុមនៃពាក្យដែលវាឈរនៅពីមុខឬក៏ពីខាងក្រោយនាមហ្នឹងណាគេ like book is noun ណា book ជា noun a book ណាសៀវភៅមួយក្បាល my book សៀវភៅរបស់ខ្ញុំ this book សៀវភៅនេះ some books សៀវភៅមួយចំនួន the book that I was reading ណាសៀវភៅដែលខ្ញុំកំពុងតែអានណាOkay. My favorite cookbook. This one stand after ណាគេអញ្ចឹងសៀវភៅដែលខ្ញុំកំពុងអាននិង my favorite books cookbook សៀវភៅដែលខ្ញុំសៀវភៅមុខម្ហូបដែលខ្ញុំចូលចិត្តណាគេ Grammatically speaking these words are ណាអញ្ចឹងក្នុងវេយ្យាករណ៍បែបនិយាយអញ្ចឹងពាក្យទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងគឺអីមានដូចជា article the earn ដែលប្រើជាមួយនឹងnoun phrase ហ្នឹង Okay possessive like my your his her ណាជាយើងអាចហៅថាជា possessive adjective ណាជាកម្មសិទ្ធិ pronoun សព្វនាមកម្មសិទ្ធិdemonstrative ណាលក្ខណៈចង់ឲ្យបង្ហាញ this that ណានេះនោះទាំងនេះទាំងនោះ determiner some any all every enough right ចឹងតើតើនឹង determiner ចំនួនកំណត់ចំនួនហ្នឹងគេមាន some any ហ្នឹង relative pronoun like who that which ចឹង relative pronoun គេប្រើនៅក្នុង relative clause ឬក៏ adjective clause គេ compound noun ជានាមពីរដាក់បញ្ចូលគ្នាដែលយើងមាន notebook ណាសៀវភៅសរសេរ address book សៀវភៅអាស័យដ្ឋានណាទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងជា clear ដែលយើងប្រើជាមួយនឹង noun phrases ណា Okay so let me move to the next one to move to 10.2 indefinite articles the indefinite definite articles are used to say what something or somebody is to say what something or somebody is this is a book you see it right a book James a teacher and an optimist he's an idiot all right so article earn used to talk about what something or somebody is all right the thing there and number two earn are used to refer to things or a person for the first time she lived in a farmhouse he's going out with a model I bought a pair of shoes today. Alright? Just the first time talking this one, right? Okay. So we use a or in here. Okay, I'm going to speak in Khmer for the one that may not catch up with English well. So this slide may help you to learn this one. Okay, this one we call like indefinite article. Okay, so article là vì object lệ. Mà article ní, nóមានnên đợiណាបាទខ្មែរនឹងទៅប្រែមកឲ្យចំទីបាទអញ្ចឹង the indefinite article ណាយូរណាអញ្ចឹងទាំងពីរហ្នឹងនឹងត្រូវបានគេប្រើ to say what something or somebody is ណានិយាយអំពីរបស់អ្វីមួយឬក៏នរណាម្នាក់ថាតើវាជាអ្វីមួយណាគេ this is a book ណានេះគឺជាសៀវភៅមួយក្បាល James a teacher បាទ James គឺជាគ្រូបង្រៀនម្នាក់ I'm an optimist ណាខ្ញុំជាអ្នកដែលសុទ្ធិធិនិយមម្នាក់ He's an idiot នេះលក្ខណៈអ្នកដែលជាឆ្លាតក្នុងផ្លូវខុស idiot បាទប្រកែក្នុងលក្ខណៈ code អីហ្នឹង but to refer to things or to a thing or a person for the first time ណានិយាយអំពីរបស់អ្វីមួយឬក៏នរណាម្នាក់ជាលើកដំបូងណា She lives in a farmhouse ណាគាត់រស់នៅក្នុងផ្ទះកសិដ្ឋានមួយហ្នឹង He's going out with a model ណាយើងគាត់ទៅក្រៅជាមួយតារា model but we don't know which one the first time I bought a pair of shoes today today the first time talking okay so something in here right something that we used to talk something or somebody is we used to refer to a thing or a person for the first time okay we shall move to number 3 also I used to refer to a thing or person when it doesn't matter which one. For example, like can you lend me a pen or shall we go for a drink, right? So a thing or a person when it doesn't matter which one. Can you lend me a pen or shall we go for a drink? Any pen is fine, no matter in here, alright? គឺចឹងចំណុចទី3នេះសម្រាប់គឺយើងអាចប្រើនិយាយអំពីរបស់មួយឬក៏នរណាម្នាក់ដែលយើងមិនសំដៅទៅលើជាក់លាក់ណាមួយបាទ Can you lend me a pen បិចណាក៏បានដែរ Red or blue is fine or shall we go for a drink គេយើងអាចទៅញ៉ាំភេសជ្ជៈអីក៏បានដែរណាកាហ្វេក៏បាន beerក៏បានឬក៏ Coca-Cola ក៏បាន any kind of thing right okay so indefinite article we can use it to talk about something something or somebody is to refer to a thing or a person for the first time to refer to thing or a person when it doesn't matter which one. This is the thing that you can remember. Okay, let's move to the next one. A lot about definite articles. The definite article that is used to refer to a person or things known to the speaker and the listener. Okay, so I mean the speaker and the listener, they understand each other. How you got the car keys? The children are in the garden. Car keys is, you can say, like they may know, maybe the husband and wife, which car key, and the garden they may know where is it. Okay, the second one, that is used to refer to a person or thing for the second time. I got a book and a computer for Christmas. The book is about the British Empire. I haven't unpacked the computer yet. You got it? So this one you can say the first time, a book and a computer. And here the second time at the top, the book and the computer. Alright? The same. Okay, the other one, number 3, when it is clear which one we mean. When it's clear which one we mean. I'm going to the shop. Do you want anything? Okay. I want to know which shop and what do you want to have. Those in the kitchen. Those in the kitchen. You know which chicken. Did you enjoy the party? Okay. Party, maybe birthday party, for example. What is the score? Particular thing. How you heard the news? The news about something in the city, for example. Okay, we went to the same school. We went to the same school. I met you on the corner, right? So all of these things just talk about which one we mean. We know it exactly. Number 4, to refer to the only one there is. Like the sky is very gray today. The earth is older that we think. The government in this country is rubbish. The French like all things French, right? So all of these things refer to only one there is, alright? The sky, the earth, the sun, the moon, the government, the French. So we should know exactly for this one. Okay, so this part I'm going to speak in Khmer briefly before we continue to the next one and that part. So this one we call like the finite article. Chẳng chỉ article that chỉ lệ, tại dùng score với tam vậy ấy, tại dùng ai score với tại cái part that, right? Chẳng đợi trở bằng cái part thì muốn dùng be a person or thing known to the speaker and the listener. Bạn thay tiền nhẹ như vậy nên nhẹ start với có vô tha rồi bỏ năng chỉ ấy. Và có vô cái này đangច្បាស់trong cái part that. How you got the car key? The car keys. Chẳng the car keys này cái ai đang the car key mean for man lan ngoại là, right? The children are in the garden. You see the garden? Chẳng không mấy như nông xuân, nông xuân cái đang là xuân mùi này. Number 2, to refer to a person or thing for the second time. Chắc cái pra viếtដើម្បីនិយាយអំពីវត្ថុឬក៏របស់ដែលគេនិយាយនៅលើកទី2ណា For example, I got a book. I got a book and a computer for Christmas. The first time, right? Cho nên cáiនិយាយលើកទី1គេប្រើណាតែពេល the book is about the empire, the British Empire. I haven't unpacked the computer yet. ចឹងដាក់គេប្រើទី2នេះគឺ the book នេះមកថាលើកទី1គេនិយាយបែបនេះលើកទី2គេបន្ថែម the ហ្នឹង the book and the computer គេទាំងអស់ហ្នឹង Okay, number 3, when it it is clear which one we mean នៅពេលយើងនិយាយអ្វីដែលច្បាស់លាស់ទៅលើយើងដឹងថាមួយណាឬក៏ក្រុមណាដែលយើងចង់និយាយនឹង For example I'm going to the shops do you want anything ចឹង shop នេះគេទៅហាងប្លុកណាមួយយើងហាងលក់ផលិតផលខ្លះ the shop ណា they're in the kitchen kitchen only one in the house for example right? So all these things ចឹងទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងជាអ្វីយើងច្បាស់លាស់យើងនិយាយច្បាស់លាស់ទី3 to refer to the only one there is ណានិយាយអំពីរឿងដែលមានតែមួយក្នុងលោកឧទាហរណ៍ដូចជា the sky is very grey today ណាផ្ទៃមេឃគឺមានភាពស្រអាប់ចឹង the sky only one the earth is older than everything ចឹង the earth ចឹងផ្ទៃពិភពលោកមានតែមួយទេផែនដីណាគេបែរចឹងនេះខ្ញុំសង្ខេបឡើងវិញបន្តិចគាត់ថាសម្រាប់តែយើងអាចនិយាយទៅលើរបស់ដែលអ្នកនិយាយនិងអ្នកស្ដាប់អាចយល់គ្នាបាទដកនេះក៏អាចប្រើសម្រាប់មនុស្សឬក៏វត្ថុហ្នឹងដែលគេលើកឡើងលើកទី2បាទនៅពេលដែលវាច្បាស់ហើយវាមានតើមួយណាដែលយើងចង់និយាយពីហ្នឹងបើថាយើងបដោតលើអីមួយអញ្ចឹងមិនថាទាំងអស់គ្នាយល់ topic ដែលយើងនិយាយទី3គឺសំដៅទៅលើរបស់ទាំងឡាយណាដែលមានតែមួយក្នុងលោកណាគេ Okay next number 5 to refer to things in our physical environment that we know all okay our physical environment that we know all I love working in the country people always talk about the weather we can see the sea from our house we are going to the cinema tonight physical environment that we all know all right with superlative you are the best teacher he was the first boy I kissed you got it that so which are how adjective which are how comparative and superlative so superlative measures the best the most beautiful for example right so with that all the time there right superlative with some place name like the United States of America the Eiffel Tower the pyramid the British Museum the Empire State Building so some places or name that we use it as well okay I will speak in a little bit for this so there are 7 things that we want to talk about ដែលទី1សំដៅទៅលើវត្ថុឬក៏នៅក្នុងបរិស្ថានដែលយើងអាចដឹងទាំងអស់គ្នាដូចជា the country ណា the cascade សមុទ្រឬក៏ the cinema ដែលគ្រប់គ្នាអាចដឹងអាចមើលឃើញវាបានក៏យើងប្រើតែដែរណាទី6គឺប្រើជាមួយនឹង with superlative adjective ណា superlative ដូច adjective មាន3កម្រិតស្អាតជាងនិងស្អាតបំផុតណាបាទចឹងនេះដូចយើងមានសម្រាប់ the best you mean good better and the best teacher he was the first lady the first boy I kissed the first boy the first អ្នកទី1ណាគេសម្រាប់ទី7គឺយើងប្រើជាមួយនឹងឈ្មោះនៃទីកន្លែងខ្លះដូចជា the United States of America ណាសហរដ្ឋអាមេរិក the Eiffel Tower in France in Paris ណាឈ្មោះរបស់បាទ Tour Eiffel ណា but the pyramid បាទប្រាសាទ pyramid the British Museum ណាសារមន្ទីរចក្រភពអង់គ្លេស the Empire State Building ណាអញ្ចឹងជាឈ្មោះរបស់ទីកន្លែងរបស់គេណាគេ Okay, so there are 7 uses of definite article. Definite article, alright? That. Okay, next one. We just move to 0 article. No article is used refer to the thing or people in general. I like cheese. Doctor earn more than teachers. I'm afraid of dogs. English is spoken all over the world. Life is hard. So all the things are talking in general. In some common expression, places, he's at work, she's at home in bed, he's at school, she's at university, travel. I travel by car, bus, by train, by foot, okay, something there. No article here, right? Meal, we had lunch at 12. What do you want for dinner? Not article here, right? Time, I'll do it next week. I saw her last year. Academic subject, I'm no good at maths. Games, I like chess. So all these things that we never use with the article here, right? Okay, I'm going to talk in Khmer a little bit. Zero conditional គឺ article ក្នុងអត្ថបទឬក៏ការសរសេរភាសាអង់គ្លេសខ្លះគឺយើងអត់ត្រូវការ article ទេមិនថាសញ្ញាដកនឹងតំណាងឲ្យអត់ត្រូវការ article ណាអញ្ចឹងទីមួយគឺយើងនិយាយអំពី refer to thing or people in general នៅពេលយើងនិយាយអំពីមនុស្សឬក៏វត្ថុសត្វជាលក្ខណៈទូទៅគឺយើងអត់ប្រើ article ទេណាដូចឧទាហរណ៍នេះដូច cheese បាទប្រហុកគេហ្នឹងប្រហុកបារាំងនេះយើងហៅប្រហុកបារាំងហ្នឹងគឺយើងអត់ត្រូវការទេណា doctor earn more than teacher ណាយើងទូទៅយើងនិយាយពី doctor ទូទៅនិងគ្រូបង្រៀនទូទៅណាគេបាទទី2គឺ in some common expression ណានៅក្នុងclear ដែលវាទូទៅគេអត់ប្រើដូច he's at work she's at home in bed ចឹងទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងគឺគេអត់ត្រូវការ article ទេណាទី2គឺតើតើនឹងការធ្វើដំណើរ I travel by car by bus by train no need to use ណាចឹងអត់មានអីទេបាទ meal we had lunch at 12មកជិះតើតើ lunch dinner breakfast supper ហ្នឹងគឺយើងអត់ត្រូវការ article ទេបាទជាមួយនឹងពេលវេលា I'll do it next week ចឹងខ្ញុំនឹងធ្វើវានៅសប្តាហ៍ក្រោយចឹងអត់មានត្រូវការថែម article អីទេវិញ Academic subject តើតើនឹងមុខវិជ្ជាសិក្សា I'm no good at maths ណាខ្ញុំអត់ប្រកែ math ទេ Game I like chess I like chess not the chess or the chess or something but I like chess okay that's it let me just move to number 3 in some places some place name I travel a lot in Europe and South America. I live in Station Road. She studied at Oxford University. We walk in Hyde Park. We had lunch in Calusius restaurant. The plane left from Heathrow Airport. I'll meet you at St. Pancras Station. I climbed Mount Everest. Okay, in here, you got it? So those places, no need article. Okay, some name of the place, right? គេយើងតេតទៅនឹងឈ្មោះទីកន្លែងខ្លះគឺយើងអត់ត្រូវការប្រើ article ទេណាដូចឧទាហរណ៍ទាំងអស់នេះណាខ្ញុំនឹងឲ្យបញ្យល់ឲ្យច្រើននេះក៏មើលប៉ុណ្ណឹង okay you can learn something okay we have to move to third point about possessive, right? Cảm xúc. Possessive adjective and pronoun. Possessive adjective are used with a noun. This is my brother. You must come and see our new house. Their teacher is new. Okay, possessive adjective. With noun, this is my brother. You must come and see our new house. Their teacher is new. So that part. So I combine my brother, it will become noun clause. Their teacher, our new house. So all those things can be called as the noun phrase as well. The possessive pronoun are mine, yours, his, her, our, their. They are used on their own. Don't touch that, it's mine. Okay, don't touch that, it's mine. Take it, it's yours. Can you bring those books? They're ours. You get it? So this is the thing that we call like possessive adjective and possessive pronoun. Alright? Okay, I may speak in Khmer a little bit for the one who may not catch up with English. ចឹងតើតើនឹង possessive នេះគឺយើងហៅថាកម្មសិទ្ធិយើងមានជាពីរទៀតបាទយើងមាន possessive adjective និង possessive pronoun ហើយចឹងតើតើនឹង possessive adjective យើងមាន my មាន your មាន their ចឹង my brother ហើយចឹងយើងមាន possessive adjective ហើយត្រូវមាន noun ណាតែសម្រាប់ possessive pronoun គឺយើងមាន mine yours his hers our their ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងគឺវាអាចប្រើដោយខ្លួនឯងអត់ចាំបាច់មាន noun ឈរពីក្រោយវាទេណា like don't touch that it's mine ណាកុំប៉ះពាល់វាជារបស់ខ្ញុំ take it it's yours បាទយកវាទៅវាជារបស់អ្នកឯងណា can you bring those book there's our ណាអ្នកអាចយកសភៅទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងមកបានទេវាទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងជាកម្មសិទ្ធិរបស់ពួកយើងអូខេចឹងវាខុសគ្នារវាងនឹង possessive adjective និង possessive pronoun possessive adjective ត្រូវការ noun ឬក៏ pronoun ឈរខាងក្រោយវា noun ត្រូវការ noun ឈរពីខាងក្រោយប៉ុន្តែសម្រាប់ possessive pronoun គឺអត់ត្រូវការទីគឺអាចឈរដាច់ដោយឡែកហើយវាមានន័យប្រហាក់គ្នាទៅនឹង possessive adjective ដែរណាគេ Okay, that's it. We are going to move to the next one. Apostrophe S and apostrophe. Okay, apostrophe S is used with singular noun like Lana's dog, Harry's girlfriend, the boy's father. I mean one boy. Whose is this? It's my brother's. I've got a week holiday. I got a week's holiday. As apostrophe is used with irregular plural noun, like my parents' house, my boy's father's, more than one boy. For irregular plural noun, we still use apostrophe as, like the children's room. Notice we use apostrophe as with two people. We were at Alan and Carol's house last night, so this part no need to use as apostrophe, but still use apostrophe I mean all of them belong to the two people here, Alan and Carol's, right? And set apostrophe F is used with some places. I bought it at the chemist. I'm going to the hairdresser. You can buy stamp at the musicians. Alright, so this is just refer to the place that is that thing. So we just use apostrophe as there. Alright, so apostrophe a and as apostrophe. So this part it can help you to understand more and know more topic to that one. Okay. Okay ចឹងខ្ញុំនឹងបញ្យល់ជាខ្មែរបន្តិចចឹងសម្រាប់ apostrophe s និង s apostrophe ចឹង apostrophe s គេប្រើជាមួយនឹង singular noun ជារបស់ដែលវាមានតែមួយណាលក្ខណៈឯកវចនៈចឹង like Luna's dog ចឹង Luna's dog apostrophe s dog ចឹងថាជាឆ្កែរបស់ Luna Harry's girlfriend ចឹង apostrophe s Harry មានន័យជាមិត្តស្រីរបស់ Harry the boy's father ណាជាឪពុករបស់ក្មេងប្រុសករណីក្មេងប្រុសមានតែម្នាក់ who is this ណានេះជារបស់អ្នកណា it's my brothers វាជារបស់បងប្រុសរបស់ខ្ញុំ I got a week's holiday ណា a week's holiday ចឹងខ្ញុំទទួលបានការជប់សម្រាប់វិសមកាលមួយសប្តាហ៍ apostrophe used with regular plural noun ណាចឹង apostrophe នេះគឺត្រូវបានគេប្រើជាមួយនឹងplural ប៉ុន្តែវាលក្ខណៈទៀងទាត់ like my parents house okay parents house ជាផ្ទះឪពុកម្ដាយរបស់ខ្ញុំ my the boy's father ឪពុករបស់ក្មេងប្រុស more than one boy for irregular plural noun we use apostrophe s like the children's mom so a child two children the children room right not mom children room you see apostrophe s children here more than one children okay មួយទៀតចំណាំថាយើងក៏អាចប្រើ apostrophe s ជាមួយនឹងមនុស្សពីរនាក់ដែរគេថា we were at Elan and Carol's house last night ចឹងជាផ្ទះកម្មសិទ្ធិរបស់ប្តីប្រពន្ធ Elan និង Carol last night but we use apostrophe s okay apostrophe s is used with some places ណាចឹងត្រូវបានប្រើនៅកន្លែងខ្លះ like I bought it at the chemist នៅហាងលក់គ្រឿងទេសលក់ yeah chemist like look chemist គ្រឿងគីមីគ្រឿងអីហ្នឹង Okay I'm going to hairdresser មានទៅកន្លែងកាត់សក់ណាហាងកាត់សក់ Okay you can stand as musician នៅកន្លែងដែលគេលក់កាសែតទេសនាវដ្តីពលសារព័ត៌មានហ្នឹងគេ that's it okay បាទស្មាន so all and every so we're going to learn about the differences between all and every so all can be used in different ways all plus noun for example like all men are born equal so all is all okay men is noun all men are born equal I like all kinds of music all kind is a noun in here right I invited all the students in my class so all the student are noun right so I invited all the students in my class I love the Beatles all my life the Beatles is just a kind of music right I love the Beatles all my life so okay this thing is just about all plus noun right number two is all plus of plus noun I invited all of the students in my class okay just similar in here I invited all of the students in my class how much did you eat all of it who did she invite all of us right number three all plus adjective plus adjective adverb or preposition I'm all wet she lives all alone tell me all about your holiday. So this one is just about adjective, this one is just about adverb, and this one about preposition. All right. So something there. And number 4, pronoun plus all. The sweets are for everyone. Don't eat them all. Right? Pronoun plus all. She loves us all. Yeah. Pronoun and all. All plus adverb. We all support Manchester United. All support, right? So all support is verb. They have all been to university. All could be is verb. My friend all love you. The same. Okay, so I'm going to speak in Khmer a little bit to make sure that the one who did not come up with English, you may come up with some idea in here, right? ចឹងនៅផ្នែកទី 10.4 នេះយើងនឹងរៀនអំពី all ហើយនិង every ចឹងសម្រាប់ all អាចប្រើក្នុងវិធីសាស្ត្រផ្សេងៗគ្នាដូចខាងក្រោមនេះណាទី1គឺ all plus noun មិនថា all plus នាមអូខេចឹង all បូកនឹងនាមណា all men are born equal ណាចឹង all គឺ all men គឺ noun ណាចឹងគឺគ្រប់មនុស្សទាំងអស់គឺកើតមកដោយភាពស្មើគ្នាណាអូខេ I like all kind of music ណាចឹង all kind ជានាមណា of music ខ្ញុំចូលចិត្តគ្រប់ប្រភេទនៃតន្ត្រីណាចឹងខ្ញុំឧទាហរណ៍ទៅពីរទីបាទអញ្ចឹងមួយទី2គឺ all plus of plus noun ណាគឺជាទម្រង់ដែលគេប្រើ for example like I invited all of the student in my class អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំបានអញ្ជើញសិស្សទាំងអស់នៅក្នុងថ្នាក់របស់ខ្ញុំណាអញ្ចឹង all you see all of the student is noun right okay អញ្ចឹង all plus of plus noun how much did you eat all of it តើអ្នកញ៉ាំអស់ប្រមាណ all of it right ចឹង all of it here mean the thing that they eat okay all of it who did she invite all of us okay ទី3គឺ all plus adjective plus adverb plus preposition អញ្ចឹង all ក៏អាចប្រើជាមួយនឹងគុណនាមជាមួយនឹងគុណកិរិយាហើយនឹងថ្នាក់ណាគេ preposition ណាអញ្ចឹង like I'm all wait ណាអញ្ចឹង wait all wait ជា adjective she live all alone alone ជា adverb tell me all about your holiday អញ្ចឹង about នេះជា preposition ណាមួយទៀតគឺ pronoun plus all the sweets are for everyone don't eat them all ណាអញ្ចឹង them នេះជា pronoun all ណា she loves us all អញ្ចឹង us នេះជា pronoun all នេះគឺ all ហ្នឹងគឺ all plus verb we all support Manchester United អញ្ចឹងយើងទាំងអស់គ្នាគឺយើងគាំទ្រទៅលើ Manchester United all support ជា verb ណា they all been to university ណាទាំងអស់គ្នាគឺបានទៅសាកលវិទ្យាល័យហើយ all been ជា verb ណា my friend all love you ណាមិត្តភក្តិរបស់ខ្ញុំគ្រប់គ្នាគឺស្រឡាញ់អ្នកអញ្ចឹង love here right see Okay, let me does it which I move to every. Every is used with a singular noun. Every student in the class passed the exam. I've been to every country in Europe. You can see all and every. All. Okay, I better explain in Khmer about every first before we just go to all and every together. ចឹងសម្រាប់ every វិញគឺគេប្រើជាមួយនឹង singular noun មិនថាជាមួយនឹងនាមឯកវចននាមណា every student you see every student អត់មាន s ទេ in the class pass the exam ណាចឹងសិស្សក្នុងថ្នាក់ទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងគឺប្រឡងជាប់គ្រប់គ្នា I've been to every country in Europe ចឹង country អត់បានបដូរទេណាដដែលចឹងខ្ញុំបានទៅកាន់គ្រប់ប្រទេសនៅអឺរ៉ុប Okay, now let's just move to all and every. All is not usually used to mean everybody or everything. All the people came to the party. Not all came. Everybody came to the party. She lost all her possession in the fire. Not she lost all in, right? And she lost everything in the fire. She lost everything in the fire, right? All can mean everything, but only in the relative clauses. All I want for Christmas is you. That's all I need. I'll tell you all I know. Love is all you need. Okay. Okay, so this is the difference between all and every. You can see this one like ចឹងយើងអាចមើលរបៀបខុសគ្នារវាង all និង every. All គឺមិនប្រើជាទៅមិនត្រូវបានគេប្រើដែលមានន័យស្មើនឹង everybody ឬក៏ everything នោះទេណា All people came to the party, not all came. ចឹង all ទីនេះគឺមិនគ្រប់គ្នាទេបើតាមភាគច្រើនមកប៉ុន្តែមិនមែនទាំងអស់ទេណា Everybody came to the party. ចឹងនេះគឺគ្រប់គ្នាមកទាំងអស់តែម្ដងណា She lost all her possession in the fire. Not everything. She still remains some. She lost everything in the fire. No more. No remain. Nothing remain. ចឹង all can mean everything but only in relative clauses ណាចឹង all ពេលខ្លះអាចត្រូវបានប្រើមានន័យ everything ប៉ុន្តែប្រើបានតែក្នុង relative clause. For example, like all I want for Christmas is you. That's all I need ណាចឹងអ្វីដែលខ្ញុំត្រូវការសំខាន់បំផុតសម្រាប់ Christmas គឺរូបអ្នក That's all I need ណាទាំងអស់ហ្នឹងគឺជាអ្វីខ្ញុំត្រូវការ I told you all I know ខ្ញុំបានប្រាប់អ្នកនៅអ្វីដែលខ្ញុំដឹង Love is all you need ណាចឹងក្តីស្រឡាញ់គឺអ្វីគ្រប់យ៉ាងដែលអ្នកត្រូវការ Okay, that's it, and nothing to explain you more besides comparing and explain you based on the example in here, right? And if you still have some doubt, maybe we can discuss through the real-time meeting, alright? Okay, let's move to 10.5, themselves and each other, about reflective pronoun. Reflective pronoun are myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, and themselves. it just reflects all these things. We use reflective pronoun when the subject and object are the same. Okay, when the subject and object are the same. I cut myself showing, right? You could kill yourself. I'm going to buy myself something nice. I'm going to buy myself something nice. Make yourselves at home. I hope you enjoy yourself. Okay, so when subject and object are the same, you can use reflective pronoun. They are used as a preposition. You should be ashamed of yourself. Of a preposition, yourself. She looked at herself in the mirror. I live by myself. Selfish people only think of themselves. I can look after myself. Okay, so all things used with as a preposition, right? We use reflexive pronoun for emphasis. Do you like the cake? I made it myself. My daughter can dress herself now. The manager himself interviewed me. Okay, so for emphasis. Okay, I better speak in Khmer a little bit. អញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់ themselves ឬក៏ each other ណាបើយើងនឹងនិយាយអំពី reflexive pronoun តកតងនឹងសព្វនាមជះត្រឡប់បាទដូចជា myself ផ្ទាល់ខ្លួន yourself ខ្លួនរបស់អ្នក himself ខ្លួនរបស់គាត់ herself ខ្លួនរបស់នាងហើយផ្ទាល់ខ្លួនណា itself គេទី2គឺយើងប្រើ reflexive pronoun នៅពេលដែលប្រធានហើយនឹងកម្មបត្តិដូចគ្នាណាគេតែមួយ I cut myself shaving ចឹងនៅខ្ញុំកាត់ឲ្យនឹងកោខ្លួនឯងកោពួកមាត់ហ្នឹងគេ you could kill yourself ណាចឹងអ្នកឯងគួរតែសម្លាប់ខ្លួនអ្នកឯងចោលទៅ I'm going to buy myself something nice ខ្ញុំនឹងទិញកាដូសម្រាប់ខ្លួនឯងដ៏ល្អឬក៏របស់ល្អណាមួយ make yourself at home ណាបាទកុំខ្លាចចិត្តខ្លាចថ្លើមអី make yourself at home បានថាធ្វើខ្លួនឯងដូចនៅផ្ទះខ្លួនឯងណា I hope you enjoy yourself សង្ឃឹមថាអ្នកនឹងរីករាយចំពោះខ្លួនឯងមួយទៀតគឺ reflexive pronoun ត្រូវបានគេប្រើបន្ទាប់ពីធ្នាក់ណា preposition you should be ashamed of yourself អ្នកឯងគួរមានសេចក្តីអៀនខ្មាស់ចំពោះខ្លួនឯងខ្លះផង ashamed of yourself ខ្មាស់ខ្លួនឯង she looked at herself in the mirror នាងមើលមិនថានាងឆ្លុះកញ្ចក់មើលខ្លួនឯង I live by myself ខ្ញុំរស់នៅដោយខ្លួនឯង selfish people only think of themselves ណាអញ្ចឹងមនុស្សអាត្មាយំតែគេគិតតែពីខ្លួនឯងទី I can look after myself ខ្ញុំអាចមើលថែខ្លួនឯងបានគេមួយទៀតទី4 we use reflexive pronoun for emphasis យើងប្រើ reflexive pronoun ហ្នឹងសម្រាប់ការ emphasis like យើងចង់ផ្ដោតឬក៏ចង់ធ្វើវាក្លៀវក្លា Do you like the cake? I made it myself តើអ្នកចូលចិត្តញ៉ាំនំខេកទេខ្ញុំបានធ្វើវាដោយខ្លួនឯង My daughter can dress herself now កូនស្រីរបស់ខ្ញុំអាចស្លៀកពាក់ខ្លួនឯងបានហើយ The manager himself interviewed me អញ្ចឹងគឺអ្នកគ្រប់គ្រងនឹងដោយផ្ទាល់តែគាត់សម្ភាសខ្ញុំតែម្ដងណា Each other express the idea of one to another ណាអញ្ចឹង Okay, they look at each other. We send each other birthday card. They hate each other. We've known each other since childhood. Okay, so those things đấy. អញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់ each other គឺគេប្រើដើម្បីបញ្ជាក់ពី idea មួយទៅកាន់ idea មួយផ្សេងទៀត បានដោះដូរគ្នាណាការដោះដូរគ្នា they look at each other អញ្ចឹងមើលគ្នាទៅវិញទៅមក we send each other birthday card យើងបានបដូរ birthday card បានថាផ្ញើទៅផ្ញើមកណា they hate each other ពួកគេស្អប់គ្នាទៅវិញទៅមក we know each other since childhood យើងស្គាល់គ្នាទៅវិញទៅមកតាំងពីនៅកុមារភាពមកម្លេះ alright so all these things this is the single difference between reflexive pronoun and each other alright one reverse one exchange. Okay, next we are to move to unit 11 about seeing is believing, and the grammar point in this unit is modal verbs of probability. So we shall go and practice and go and see and review what you have learned so far in here. Just go. Probability. So unit 11, the grammar part in here to focus on modal verbs of probability. When we talk about modal verbs, I strongly believe that it is not quite new for you, right? So modal verbs, modal auxiliary verb or modal verb in here can express ability, obligation, permission, and request. All right. So when we talk about modal verb, it is a bit complicated and confusing. The first one, it talk about ability. The second one, it talk about obligation, permission, and request. And sometimes the verb use are, you can say one modal verb can use to talk more than one expression regarding to this one, right? They can also express the other part about probability or how certain a situation is. They are an introduction to modal auxiliary verb on page 137. So you have already learned about this one, right? It's not new in here. So something. Okay, so we just move to probability in the present and future. Must and can't. Okay, must and can express the logical conclusion of a situation. So must, it is used to talk about logically probable, and can used to talk about logically improbable. Okay, it may be or it might happen, something in logically in here. There's one, it just might not happen, we can say. And we don't have all the fact, so we are not absolutely sure, but we are pretty certain. All right? So we don't have all the fact, so we are not absolutely sure, but we are pretty certain. All right? So that part that we just believe or we suppose that it might happen. For example, like he must be exhausted. He must be exhausted. He hasn't slept for 24 hours. So because of this, we are quite sure that he must be exhausted. Without sleeping, he is quite exhausted. Sue can't have a 10 years old daughter. She's only 24. All right. Since the age of 24, Sue cannot have a 10 years old daughter in here. All right. We are not absolutely sure, but we are pretty certain that she can't. He's in great shape, even though he must be at least 60. He's in great shape, even though he must be at least 60. Alright? So we just see the shape and about the thing that we suppose that he is at least 60 years old, right? A walk in this weather, you must be joking. A walk in this weather, you must be joking. Okay, it's not really easy to walk with a spot. And they answering, they must be in bed. They can't be out this late. Okay, so at 11 or at 12. So they must be in bed. Quite sure for this one. Alright. Okay, so in short one we can say we don't have all the facts, so we are not absolutely sure, but we are pretty certain that it might be, right? Okay, I better speak income a little bit to explain the one who may not come up with this one, right? Okay, in English. Okay, អញ្ចឹងក្នុង chapter 11 នេះយើងនិយាយអំពី modal verbs ដែលនិយាយអំពី probability ណាភាពដែលអាចកើតមានឡើងណា probab អញ្ចឹងបើយើងនិយាយអំពី modal verb ឬក៏ modal auxiliary verb នៅពេលដែលយើងនិយាយវាអាចនិយាយអំពី ability ណាពីសមត្ថភាពពី obligation ពីកាតព្វកិច្ចពី permission ការសុំអនុញ្ញាតឬក៏ request ការធ្វើសំណើហើយវាក៏អាចនិយាយអំពី probability ណានិយាយអំពីភាពដែលវាអាចកើនឡើងឬក៏ how certain in situation ណាឬក៏ភាពជាក់លាក់ណាមួយក្នុងស្ថានភាពណាមួយហើយយើងក៏បានរៀនហើយកន្លងមកដែរវាជាលក្ខណៈជា introduction នៅក្នុង modal verb នៅទំព័រទី137ណាអូខេចឹងយើងនឹងទៅនិយាយជាក់ពិស្ដារអំពី probability in the present and in the future ណាបាទភាពប្រហាក់ប្រហែលឬក៏នឹងអាចកើតមានឡើងក្នុងបច្ចុប្បន្នកាលនិងអនាគតកាលចឹងទីនេះយើងនឹងនិយាយអំពី must ហើយនិង can ចឹង must ហើយនិង can នេះគឺយើងអាចប្រើនិយាយអំពី logical conclusion of a situation ណាចឹងតកតងទៅនឹងសេចក្តីសន្និដ្ឋានណាដែលសមហេតុសមផលណាមួយនៃស្ថានភាពណាមួយណា logical ចឹង must យើងអាចប្រើវានិយាយអំពី logically probable ទៅលើភាពដែលអាចកើតមានឡើងដោយសមហេតុសមផលណាមួយណាហើយ can គឺយើងនិយាយអំពីអ្វីដែលវាមិនអាចកើតឡើងដោយពឹងផ្អែកទៅលើលក្ខខណ្ឌសមហេតុសមផលណាមួយចឹង we don't have all the facts so we are not absolutely sure but we are pretty certain ណាចឹងយើងអត់មានអ្វីមកបញ្ជាក់ការពិតទាំងអស់ទេប៉ុន្តែយើងក៏អត់អាចនិយាយបានថាវាពិតជាត្រឹមត្រូវឬកើតឡើងនោះទេប៉ុន្តែយើងអាចមានសេចក្តីសន្មតច្បាស់លាស់ណាមួយណា pretty certain វាជាក់លាក់ដោយពឹងផ្អែកលើហេតុផលឡើងមួយ He must be exhausted he hasn't slept for 24 hours ណាគាត់ច្បាស់ជាអស់កម្លាំងខ្លាំងណាស់ហើយ He hasn't slept for 24 hours គាត់បានគេងពេញ24ម៉ោងហើយណាអញ្ចឹងគាត់លទ្ធផលគឺគាត់អីច្បាស់ជាអស់កម្លាំងណា Sue can't have a 10 years old daughter she's only 24ណានៅឈ្មោះ Sue ហ្នឹងមិនអាចមានកូនអាយុ10ឆ្នាំបានទេដោយសារគាត់ត្រឹមតែអាយុ24ឆ្នាំណាអូខេ It's logical ណា He is in great shape even though he must be at least 60 chứ còn nơi tại miền rụp riêng sân há từ bây giờ còn miền là dụ đó tông học dục nam cả đời okay. A walk in this weather you must be joking nhé ok ai tới rồi tí đại trong akastit แบบนั้นអ្នកឯងពិតជាកំ pl ែងពេកហើយ and they answering they must be in bed they can't be out this late ណាពួកគេមិនឆ្លើយទេមែនទេឬក៏ពួកគេមិនបើកទ្វារមែនទេអញ្ចឹងឬក៏ពួកគេអត់ទទួលទូរស័ព្ទទេឬបាទពួកគេប្រកាសជានៅគេងលបាត់ហើយពួកគេមិនអាចនៅខាងក្រៅពេលយប់ជ្រៅស្មើនេះនោះណាអូខេ so those are the things I hope you can catch up okay just move to number 2 that we just use may might could okay we just use may might could to express probability in the present or the future that we just use may or might plus not if the negative couldn't is rare in this use he might be lost they may be stuck in traffic you could win the lottery this week who knows Dale and Beth aren't at home they could be at the concert I suppose we may go to Greece for our holiday we haven't decided yet take your umbrella it might rain later I might not be able to come tonight I might have to work late they may not know where we are talk about negative right okay and the other part we can say like the continuous infinitive is formed with be and plus ing verb ing something you must be joking they can't still be eating Peter might be working late they may be coming on a later train I could be sitting on a beach right now it is the probability in the present or future in here I better speak in Khmer for the one who cannot catch up with English okay អញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំនឹងបញ្ជាក់កន្លែងនេះបន្តិចណាបាទអញ្ចឹងតកតងនឹង may might could នេះគឺយើងអាចប្រើវានិយាយអំពី probability ណាភាពដែលអាចកើតមានឡើងនៅក្នុងពេលបច្ចុប្បន្នឬក៏អនាគតហើយ may ឬក៏ might plus not គឺជាយើងប្រើក្នុងទម្រង់បដិសេធណា couldn't សម្រាប់ couldn't គឺគេអត់សូវប្រើទេក្នុងករណីនេះណា he might be lost ណាគាត់អាចនឹងវង្វេងផ្លូវthey may be stuck in traffic ពួកគេអាចនឹងជាប់គាំងនៅឬក៏ស្ទះចរាចរណ៍ you could win the lottery this week who knows ណាបើថាមិនត្រូវអ្នកអាចនឹងឈ្នះឆ្នោតនៅក្នុងសប្តាហ៍នេះបាទ Dale ហើយនឹង Dale and Beth and at home they could be at the concert I suppose ចឹងសម្រាប់ Dale និង Beth គឺមិននៅផ្ទះទេពួកគេអាចនឹងនៅកន្លែងប្រគំតន្ត្រីណា concert ខ្ញុំគិតថាគាត់ពួកគេអាចនឹងនៅកន្លែងប្រគំតន្ត្រី we may go to Greece for our holiday we haven't decided yet បើយើងអាចនឹងមានស្នាក់ការទៅលេងនៅប្រទេសក្រិចប៉ុន្តែពួកយើងអត់ទាន់បានធ្វើការសម្រេចចិត្តនៅឡើយទេណា take your umbrella it might rain later ចឹងយកឆ័ត្ររបស់អ្នកទៅផងព្រោះវាអាចនឹងភ្លៀងនៅពេលបន្តិចទៀតនេះ I might not be able to come tonight I might have to work late បាទខ្ញុំនឹងមិនអាចមកបានទេយប់នេះមើលទៅប្រហែលជាខ ខ្ញុំត្រូវទៅធ្វើការយប់ជ្រៅបន្តិច okay. They may not know where we are ពួកគេមិនអាចដឹងថាពួកយើងនៅទីណានោះទេណា okay. The negative one, right? The continuous infinitive is formed with be plus ing ចឹងសម្រាប់ទម្រង់ continuous infinity លក្ខណៈកិច្ចកិច្ចសព្ទដើមគឺត្រូវបាន form ជាមួយនឹង be plus ing ចឹង you must be joking so must be joking verb ing អ្នកឯងកំពុងតែនិយាយលេងទេ They can still be eating ពួកគេមិនអាចនឹងកំពុងញ៉ាំនោះទេណា Okay ស្មើដែរហើយ Peter might be working late Peter អាចនឹងកំពុងធ្វើការដល់យប់ជ្រៅ They may be coming on a later train ពួកគេអាចនឹងមកនៅជើងរថភ្លើងបន្ទាប់ទៀត I could be sitting on a beach right now ណា Okay I could be sitting on ខ្ញុំអាចនឹងកំពុងតែអង្គុយនៅមាត់សមុទ្រនៅពេលនេះ Okay continuous infinitive is formed with be plus ing right Okay be plus verb ing this is Okay next asking about possibility question form with modal verbs of probability are unusual to ask about possibility or probability we usually use do you think alright question form with modal verbs of probability are unusual to ask about possibility or probability we usually use do you think okay do you think she married okay do you think she is married she can be where do you think he's from he might be Portuguese do you think they've arrived yet they may have or they might have got stuck in the traffic you got it so we can say when we form the question of modal verb our probability are unusual to ask okay I better speak in Khmer នេះអញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់ possibility ណាការនិយាយអំពីភាពដែលវាអាចកើតឡើង possibility ដែលអាចទៅរួចអញ្ចឹងសម្រាប់ការ question form ដែលប្រើ modal verb និយាយអំពី possibility វារៀងមិនប្រក្រតីបើថាវាគេមិនសូវប្រើ to ask about probability or possibility or probability we usually use do you think ចាំមើលកណ្ដាលយើងប្រើអំពីភាពដែលអាចកើតឡើងឬក៏ probability ដែលវាអាចនឹងកើតឡើងគឺយើងតែងតែប្រើ do you think ណា start with do you think like do you think she married អាចទៅរួចទេអានាងបានរៀបការហើយ she can't be មិនអាចទៅរួចទេគឺ where do you think he's from គេថាគាត់មកពីប្រទេសណាដែរ he might be Portuguese គាត់អាចមកពីប្រទេស Portugal ឬក៏ okay do you think they arrived yet គេថាពួកគាត់មកដល់ហើយនៅ they may have or they might have got stuck in the traffic jam បាទប្រហែលជាមកដល់ហើយឬក៏ថាមិនត្រូវពួកគេអាចនឹងកំពុងតែស្ទះចរាចរណ៍ right something here right okay let's go to the next one probability in the past the perfect infinitive is formed with have plus past participle okay perfect infinitive is formed with have plus past participle he must have caught a train later they might have lost our phone number okay modal verb plus have plus past participle here have and past participle okay this form expresses degree of probability in the past he must have been exhausted she can't have told him about us yet The letter may have got lost in the post. He might have changed his mind, or they could have moved house. Okay, so all the things are the degree. Probability strong to the weak one. This part we can see, right? Okay, different degree. Okay, the lowest one and the highest one in here. The continuous infinitive is formed with have plus been plus verb ing. She must have been joking. Have been and verb ing. She must have been joking. They can't have been trying very hard. He could have been lying to you. Have been verb ing. Okay, so this thing. So in this part, we just talk about probability in the past that we just form with, we can say like perfect infinitive. Okay, same thing here. I will speak a little bit so about probability in the past. Be probable ក៏លទ្ធផលដែលវាអាចនឹងកើតមានឡើងនៅក្នុងអតីតកាលគឺយើងប្រើលក្ខណៈជា perfect infinitive ឬយើងហៅថាជា present perfect infinitive ណា Okay what do we call បាទកិរិយាសព្ទសម្បូរដោយកិរិយាសព្ទដើមណាដែលយើងប្រើជាមួយនឹង must ហើយវាត្រូវតែមានអី have plus past participle វាជាទម្រង់របស់វាណាគេចុះយើងមើលទម្រង់នេះមើលថា have plus past participle ហ្នឹងដែលយើងហៅថាជា perfect infinitive ណាគេអញ្ចឹង he must have caught a train later ណាគាត់ត្រូវតែជិះឡានជិះរថភ្លើងមួយបន្តទៀតគេអញ្ចឹងនេះជា modal verb ហើយនេះជា perfect infinitive ហើយបាទអញ្ចឹងវាអាចកើតឡើងពីអតីតកាលប៉ុន្តែវាអត់បានកើតឡើងទេអញ្ចឹងណា but they might have lost our phone number ពួកគេអាចនឹងបាត់លេខទូរស័ព្ទរបស់ពួកយើងបាទទីពិតអត់ទេណា This form express degree of probability in the past ណាទម្រង់នេះគឺជាវាអាចបញ្ជាក់ពី degree បានថាភាពខុសគ្នានៃរឿងរ៉ាវដែលវាអាចកើតមានឡើងនៅក្នុងអតីតកាលណា He must have been exhausted គាត់អាចនឹងអស់កម្លាំង She can't have told him about us yet គាត់អាចនាងមិនអាច Okay she can't have told him about us yet នាងអាចនឹងមិនទាន់បានប្រាប់ពួកយើងគាត់អំពីពួកយើងនៅឡើយទេណា The letter may have got lost in the post Okay we are not quite sure តែវាអាចនឹងបាត់បង់ណានៅក្នុង post office ហ្នឹង He might have changed his mind គាត់អាចនឹងមានការផ្លាស់ប្ដូរចិត្ត or they could have moved house ពួកគេអាចនឹងមានការរើផ្ទះអញ្ចឹងកន្លែងនេះបានថាវាតកតងនឹង degree បានថាពីក្រោមនេះវាអាចថាអត់ច្បាស់ដល់ must have been នេះគឺច្បាស់បានថាវាអាចនឹងកើតឡើងច្រើនណាគេទី3 the continuous infinitive form with have been plus verb ing ណាយើងសម្រាប់ continuous infinitive នេះគឺវា form ដោយប្រើ modal verb plus have plus been plus verb ing like she must have been joking so must is modal verb have is have here been is been and joking is verb ing អញ្ចឹងគាត់អាចនាងប្រកាសជាកំពុងតែលេងសើចហើយណាអូខេ They can't have been trying very hard ពួកគេអាចនឹងមិនបានព្យាយាមអស់លទ្ធភាពនោះទេណាគេ He couldn't have been lying to you ណាជាងគាត់អាចនឹងកុហកអ្នកអាចនឹងកំពុងកុហកអ្នកឯងកំពុងលេងសើចជាមួយអ្នកឯង Okay so these all are probability in the past it might happen in the past but actually not happen Okay so next we jump to unit 12 telling it how it is. The grammar point in this unit to focus on reported speech. So without further delay, we just move to the next slide. Without further delay, we just move and learn something about reported speech and thought. So in this part, it is used for the verbs in the reported clause to move one tense back. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, example like said or told, okay, we need to move back there. For example, like a present tense, we need to use past tense in here, or past simple, we can see. If it is in direct speech is in the present perfect, we need to report it in past perfect. Whenever the direct speech in past, we need to report it. We need to report it in past perfect in here. Whenever in the direct speech is in using will, we need to use would. I'm going to, he said he was going to. You just change, for example, right? She's passed her test. He told me she had passed her test. My father died when I was 6. She said her father had died when she was 6. You see? So they just change from past to past perfect in here. Alright? I'll see you later. He said she'd see me later. So I'll change to would, or will change to would in here. Alright? So this case. The verb also move one tense back when we are reporting thoughts and feeling. I thought she was married, but she isn't. I didn't know he was a teacher. I thought he worked in a bank. I forgot you were coming. Never mind, come in. I didn't realize you were here. I hoped you would call. So this one we call like one ten backs when we use thought or feel something in here. Okay, I better speak and explain in Khmer a little bit. Okay, reported speech and thought. ចឹងការប្រើសម្ដីរាយការណ៍និងគំនិតឬក៏ការគិត ចឹងនិយាយទៅ it used for the verb in the reported clause to move one ten backs. គេជាទូទៅគឺយើងប្រើកិរិយាសព្ទនៅក្នុងសម្ដីរាយការណ៍ឬក៏អនុប្រយោគរាយការណ៍ដើម្បី move one ten back បានថាយើង report ត្រឡប់ក្រោយណាមួយកាលប៉ុន្តែបើសិនជា present simple យើង report នៅក្នុង past simple alright okay if the reporting verb is in the past tense example said and told ណាករណីដែល reporting verb ឬក៏ introductory verb ណា okay ចឹងកន្លែងនេះមានគេហៅផ្សេងគ្នាច្រើនខ្លះគេហៅថា reporting verb ខ្លះទៀតគេហៅថា introductory verb ណានៅពេលដែលប្រើជា said ឬក៏ told ណាតែបើប្រើ say ឬក៏ tell គឺអត់មានការផ្លាស់ប្ដូរទេណាអញ្ចឹងមកកណ្ណាបែបហ្នឹងគឺមានការផ្លាស់ប្ដូរឧទាហរណ៍ថាប្រើក្នុងសម្ដីផ្ទាល់គេប្រើ present simple ឬក៏ present tense យើងត្រូវប្រើទៅជា past បើសិនជាគេប្រើក្នុង present perfect វាត្រូវតែ change to past perfect បើគេប្រើ past simple ត្រូវតែបដូរទៅជា past perfect នៅពេលដែលយើងប្រើសម្ដីរាយការណ៍ណា will ទៅជា would ឧទាហរណ៍ I'm going ទៅជា he said he was going អញ្ចឹងបដូរ bn to was ឬក៏ was going here she's passed her test mean she has passed okay it changed to she had passed her test ណាអញ្ចឹងបដូរទៅជា past perfect okay my father died when I was 6
So she said her father had died ណានេះប្រើនឹង past simple នេះបដូរទៅជា past perfect I'll see you later she said she'd see me later so we'll see change to would see or should see here she said right okay the verb also move one turn back when we are reporting thought and feeling ណា ចឹងកិរិយាសព្ទហ្នឹងក៏ត្រូវបានត្រឡប់មួយកាលដែរនៅពេលដែលយើងប្រើអីនៅពេលដែលយើងប្រើតកតងទៅនឹងការ reporting sort ការធ្វើ report តកតងនឹងការគិតឬក៏អារម្មណ៍របស់យើង I thought she was married but she isn't right so in short we just use past in here I didn't know he was a teacher ណាចឹងខ្ញុំអត់បានដឹងថាគាត់នឹងជាគ្រូបង្រៀនសាស្ត្រខ្ញុំបានគិតថា I thought he worked in a bank he work in past right I forgot you were coming never mind come in all right I didn't realize you were here I hope you would call ណាចឹងជាខ្លីនៅពេលដែលប្រើជាមួយនឹង sort និង feel គឺ one turn back មិនហើយវាត្រូវតែប្រើជាមួយនឹង past ណាយើងនិយាយពីបច្ចុប្បន្នចឹងបដូរទៅជា past simple ឬក៏ past continuous in here បាទបើយើងប្រើ will តែបដូរទៅជា would ចឹងដូចគ្នា it's not far different from this one alright okay next let's just move to number 2 okay there is no tense change if the reporting verb is in the present tense like say or tell the train will be late he said the train will be late you see the same I come from Spain she say she comes from Spain okay okay the reported speech is about something that is still true rainforests are being destroyed she told him that the rainforests are being destroyed it's true right I hate football I told him I hate football okay I will explain number 2 in Khmer before we move to number 3 right ចឹងវានឹងមានការផ្លាស់ប្ដូរកាលទេប្រសិនបើ reporting verb ហ្នឹងប្រើនៅក្នុងបច្ចុប្បន្នកាល like say ណាចឹង the train will be late he say you see he say the train will be late ចឹងគាត់និយាយថារថភ្លើងនឹងយឺត I come from Spain she say she come from Spain គាត់មកពីប្រទេសអេស្ប៉ាញគេកាត់អីមួយទៀតវាក៏អត់ផ្លាស់ប្ដូរដែរប្រសិនបើ reported speech is about something that is still true ណាអញ្ចឹងបើក្នុងការ report វានៅតែពិត for example like rainforests are being destroyed អាព្រៃដែលទាក់ទាញទឹកភ្លៀងហ្នឹងគឺត្រូវបានគេបំផ្លាញ She told him that rainforests are being destroyed it's true right I hate football I told him I hate football so something true ណាអញ្ចឹងអ្វីដែលប្រើ reporting verb ឬក៏ introductory verb in present like say or told or tell ចឹងអត់មានការផ្លាស់ប្ដូរទេមួយទៀត something that is still true right okay some modal verb change can to could will to would may to might she can tie well he told me that she could tie well I'll help you she said she'd help me I may come she said she might come other verb don't change other modal verb don't change she should go to bed he told me I should go to bed it might rain she said she thought it might rain must stay as must or change to had to it can be keep the same or change to had to I must go he said he must or had to go Okay, I better explain in a little bit about number 3. Okay, អញ្ចឹងយើងអំពីការបំរែបំរួលនៃ modal verb ខ្លះដូចជា could change can change to could, will change to would, may to might ណា for example like she can tie well, he told me that she could tie well. Okay, I'll teach it. Okay, I may to might. Okay, other modal verb don't change. For example, like you should go to bed. Should is still should, right? Might is still might. Must អាចរក្សាដដែលឬក៏បដូរទៅជា had to. I must go. He said he must or he had to go. So សម្រាប់ must គឺប្រើអាចបដូរបានឬក៏រក្សាដដែលឬក៏បដូរទៅជា had to, right? Okay, so that's it for this part about reported speech and thought. Let's just move to number 12.2, all right? Okay, so about reporting verb. Okay, reporting verb, or we can call the other one about introductory verb. We rarely use say with an indirect object. Like, she said she's going, not she said to me, all right? She said she is going. Okay, indirect object. Tell is always used with an indirect object in reported speech. Tell, she told me the news. She told the doctor the news. She told us the news. She told her husband the news. Okay, so with an indirect object. So this one we call like indirect object in here. We can use that as the say and tell. As the say and tell. Okay, he told her that he would be home late. She said that sales were down from last year. Many verbs are more descriptive than say and tell. For example, explain, complain, promise, warn, invite, offer, insist, refuse, and admit. Okay, many verbs are more descriptive than say and example. Okay, sometimes we report the idea rather than the actual words. I'll lend you some money. He offers to lend me some money. I won't have you. She refused to have me. Okay, so something that we just try to report the idea rather than the actual words in here. So this one like paraphrase, right? Okay, so I will talk briefly about this one before we move to the next part. Okay, អញ្ចឹងតើតើទៅនឹង reporting verb ឬក៏ introductory verb នេះបានថាកិច្ចសព្ទនាំមុខណាអញ្ចឹង we rarely use say with an indirect object ណាជាមួយនឹងយើងកម្រនឹងប្រើ say ជាមួយនឹងកម្មបត្តិមិនផ្ទាល់ណាកម្មប្រយោគកម្មបត្តិ like she said she was going ណាអូខេអញ្ចឹងគាត់បាននិយាយថា she was going not she said to me. Alright, not this one. Okay, អញ្ចឹងប្រើ tell ជាមួយនឹង indirect object in reported speech ណាអញ្ចឹងយើងប្រើ tell ជាមួយនឹង indirect object like she told me the news. Okay, អញ្ចឹង Okay, ទាំងអស់នេះជាអី indirect object ណា she told me the new ដែល object okay អញ្ចឹង we can use that as the say and tell ណាអញ្ចឹងយើងអាចប្រើជាមួយ that បន្ទាប់ពី say និង tell he told her that he would be home late he said that his sales were down from last year ណាគាត់បាននិយាយថា but this one is optional when I put like this one can be used it or not is fine right okay មួយទៀតកិរិយាសព្ទផ្សេងទៀត more descriptive than say and tell ណាកិរិយាសព្ទផ្សេងទៀតគឺអាចប្រើសម្រាប់ពិពណ៌នាច្រើនជាង say and tell ឧទាហរណ៍ complain ណា explain ការបញ្យល់ complain ការតវ៉ា promise ការសន្យា warn ការព្រមាន invite ការអញ្ជើញ offer ការផ្ដល់ជូន insist ការទទូច refuse ការប្រកែក admit ការអនុញ្ញាត okay ហើយ sometimes we report the idea rather than the actual word ណាពេលខ្លះយើងធ្វើការ report ទៅលើគំនិតច្រើនជាងការ report ទៅលើពាក្យណា I'll lend you some money he offered to lend me some money ណា the same meaning the same idea but different word used in here right អញ្ចឹងពេលខ្លះយើង report វាជាគំនិតជាជាង actual word right I won't have you she refused to have me បាទគាត់និយាយថា I won't have you ប៉ុន្តែយើងនិយាយថា she refused to have me នេះ alright okay អញ្ចឹងជួនកាលយើង report ជាគំនិតច្រើនជាង report actual word right okay move to number 5 there are different verb pattern okay there are different verb pattern verb plus somebody plus infinitive SB means somebody he told me to go away he told me to go away they asked me to teach them English I invited her to go home we encouraged him to apply for the job she reminded me to post her letter okay this is just the example of subject plus okay subject plus somebody plus infinitive so verb somebody to infinitive in here verb somebody to infinitive okay something here right okay the other part is just about verb and infinitive she promised to have they offer to lend me some money the other part about verb plus that plus clause he explained that he would be home late he explained that he would be home late verb explain that is that and then the clause in here okay something here she complained that she never had any free time they admitted that sales were down that years I agreed that it would be best to stop trying so something about this one right number 6 we use tell for reported statement and reported commands but the form is different អញ្ចឹងយើងប្រើ okay we use this one I will finish and explain you in Khmer later okay so you can see like reported statement he told me that he was going she told them what had been happening told what had happening reported command he told me to keep still the police told people to move on okay this one about command this one about reported statement right okay so I will speak in Khmer briefly okay explain you briefly about number 5 number 6 so move to number 5 these are different verb pattern ទម្រង់ផ្សេងៗគ្នា like verb plus somebody SB him and somebody ណាម្នាក់ and infinitive ចឹង he told me to go away ចឹងគាត់បានប្រាប់ខ្ញុំឲ្យទៅឆ្ងាយ they asked me to teach them English ចឹង ask is verb me is somebody and to teach is infinitive English in here Okay, the other one is about verb plus infinitive. She promised to have. Promise is verb. To have is infinitive. They offer to learn. Offer is verb. To learn is to infinitive. The other one, okay, verb plus that plus clause. She explained that he would be home late. Explain is verb. That is that, and this one is just a clause in here. Okay, chẳng còn bạn bị vô thấy có ai đừng một té. She complained that she never had any free time. Okay, complain is verb. That is that, and never free time. Something. The clause in here. Start from here. The clause in here, right? Cái tiếp 6 we use tell for reported statement and reported command. Cái reported statement ប្រយោគធម្មតា reported command ដូចជាការបង្គាប់បញ្ជា but different form ណាចឹង reported statement she told me that he was going គាត់បានប្រាប់ខ្ញុំថាគាត់កំពុងចាក់ចេញហើយគាត់នឹងចាក់ចេញគាត់បាននឹងកំពុងចាក់ចេញ she told them that what had been happening ពួកគេនាងបានប្រាប់ពួកគេពីអ្វីដែលកំពុងកើតឡើងបាននឹងកំពុងកើតឡើង reported command he told me to keep still គាត់បានប្រាប់ខ្ញុំឲ្យនៅឲ្យស្ងៀមកុំបំរើក the police told people to move on okay police បានប្រាប់ប្រជាជននឹងឲ្យចាកចេញពីទីនោះ right something here okay briefly and if you have some question we can discuss furthermore right let's move to the number 7 and number 8 okay we use ask for reported command and reported question, but form is different. Reported command, he asked me to open my suitcase. She asked me to leave. Reported question, he asked me what I did for a living. She asked me why I had come. Okay, for negative command, use not before to. He told me not to tell anyone. The police warned people not to go out. Okay, I will tell in a little bit what this one. It's not far different from number 6, that about reported statement and reported command in here. ចឹងយើងប្រើ ask សម្រាប់ reported command ការបង្គាប់បញ្ជាឬក៏ reported question, but the form is still different. Okay. Okay, he asked me to open my suitcase. ចឹងគាត់បានបញ្ជាឲ្យខ្ញុំបើកវ៉ាលីរបស់ខ្ញុំ She asked me to leave ណាគាត់បានបញ្ជាឲ្យខ្ញុំចាកចេញ Okay. Okay, reported question. She asked me what I did for a living. គាត់បានសួរខ្ញុំណាសួរខ្ញុំថាតើខ្ញុំបានប្រកបរបរអ្វីដើម្បីចិញ្ចឹមជីវិតរស់នៅ Okay, she asked me why I had come គាត់បានសួរខ្ញុំថាហេតុអីខ្ញុំមកទីនេះ Okay, for negative command use not before to ណាសម្រាប់ការបញ្ជា negative ប្រើ not before to right he told me not to tell anyone គាត់បានបញ្ជាខ្ញុំថាមិនឲ្យប្រាប់នរណាម្នាក់ណា Okay, the police warned people not to go out ណា police បានបញ្ជាមិនឲ្យមនុស្សចេញទៅក្រៅទីណា this thing Okay, reported question the word order in question is different in reported speech. There is no inversion of subject and auxiliary verb, and there is no do or does or did. Okay, for example, why have you come here? I asked her why she had come here. Okay, they are not inversion. It's just in different order in here. What time is it? He wants to know what time it is. Where do you live? She asked me where I live. Alright? Okay, if there is no question words, what, who, why, and where, use if or whether. She wants to know if or whether she should wear a dress. Okay, the rules are the same when we report questions that are thoughts. I didn't know what was happening. I wonder where she'd bought her dress. We couldn't understand what they were saying. Okay, something here. So it's not far different from that. We need to move 1 turn back. Okay, when we talk about thoughts, all right? I will speak in Khmer a little bit about reported question, right? ចឹងនៅពេលដែលយើងនិយាយអំពី reported question គឺតកតងនឹងលំដាប់អំណោយនៃពាក្យគឺត្រូវបានផ្លាស់ប្ដូរពី direct question ណា reported question mean like indirect question ចឹងបានថា auxiliary verb និង subject ហ្នឹងត្រូវអត់បានផ្លាស់ប្ដូរ order អីទេមិនថាយើងនៅលំដាប់អំណោយដូចជាប្រយោគធម្មតាដែរឧទាហរណ៍ដូចជា why have you come here I asked her why she had come here ចឹងយើងដាក់ចឹងប្រយោគនេះគឺយើងដាក់អី have បានថា auxiliary verb មុខ subject ប៉ុន្តែនៅទីនេះគឺ auxiliary verb នៅបន្ទាប់ពី subject ធម្មតាហើយមានការផ្លាស់ប្ដូរ tense ធម្មតា What time is it He want to know what time it is You see is it and it is just in order in here Okay where do you live She asked me where I live Alright so something in normal here មួយទៀតទី2បើករណីអត់មាន question word what who why use is or whether she want to know if or whether she should wear a dress ចឹងគាត់ចង់ដឹងថាតើនាងអាចស្លៀកពាក់សម្លៀកពាក់អ្វីឬក៏បែបណាអូខេចឹងបើករណីអត់មាន WH question គឺយើងប្រើ if ឬក៏ whether ជំនួស The rules are the same when we report question បែបsort ណាដូចគ្នានៅពេលយើង report question យើងពីគំនិត I didn't know what was happening ខ្ញុំអត់បានដឹងពីអ្វីដែលកើតឡើងទេចឹងត្រូវការប្រើកាលក្នុង passing one turn go back right I wonder where she brought her dress and we couldn't understand what they were saying right something here so when we just talk about sort just one turn go back right ចឹងកាលណាយើងប្រើនិយាយអំពីគំនិតគឺមួយកាលត្រូវបាន move back so thank you very much for your attention and if you have any further question or discussion which is you can ask and discuss during the real meeting time in the Google Meet so we can discuss furthermore okay so thank you very much for your attention good luck and see you next time thank you